Are you postpartum and you are feeling ready to get back into some more intentional movement? Maybe you're ready to add in some strength training, but you're not sure how to do that in a way that fits into your life, that's not super complicated, that you want to feel good about doing, as opposed to maybe like you can't keep up or as if you're being judged because you can't keep up. Definitely keep watching to learn more. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sarah, family physician, wife, mom of 5, and exercise enthusiast. So this was me when I was postpartum with my very first baby. I had been active in pregnancy leading up to the delivery. I had been an athlete growing up, but all of a sudden after I delivered, I felt like I wasn't sure what to do anymore. It felt like things were really difficult to fit in as a busy physician mom. I was working full time when I went back to work after having her, and it just felt like everywhere I looked, I could not find a workout that I could keep up with, that felt doable, that didn't require like loads of money or getting lots and lots of extra equipment. Over the years, I have figured out some things that have been really helpful. I've figured out workouts that you can do in a short amount of time, and you can even break them up. So this is one of those. This is an arm workout today. We're gonna do a few arm strength moves and then a stretch at the end. And you can absolutely take these moves individually and do them throughout the day if you need to. You can do it all as one workout in probably 5 to 10 minutes. It takes me longer when I do it on this video because of course I'm talking, I want to teach and educate and show you all the different things. But really this is all about getting moving in a way that's doable, that feels good for you, that can help you find more strength, energy, and confidence, both in yourself and being able to take care of your kids. Okay, caveat, you always want to make sure you've talked to all the people on your medical team about it being a good time for you to get back to exercising and what type of stuff you should be doing. Okay, so this, like I said, is going to be an arm workout. We're going to start just with some big arm circles. So I just am sweeping my arms around. And as we do this, I will cue you to tell you when to switch directions. So right now I'm going backwards. And the idea with any movement, especially if you're postpartum, you really want to focus on your breathing. So I have a few videos on 360 breathing. That is the foundational movement that you want to learn and be using. And it takes repetition, switch direction. So I remember the first time I learned about it, I felt like I could not understand how to do what was being explained to me. But as I kept practicing, I kept putting in the reps, I kept trying and trying and trying, it became more second nature. So it's really all about the consistency and the reps. It doesn't have to be 30, 45 minutes a day. This can be like 5 minutes a day. And I will say doing 5 minutes a day of something is way more effective than doing something for 30 minutes or even 45 minutes on another day. Okay, so that was a little warm up. Now your arms should feel nice and warm. We're gonna start with our hands in this position. So I have 90 degrees at my elbow. And we're gonna do a big inhale. Expand your ribs in all directions, and then exhale your arms up to 180 degrees. So it's inhale, down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. I'm gonna keep talking about the breathing while we're doing this move. So on the inhale, your ribs are expanding in all directions, forward, sideways, backwards. On the exhale, it's audible as if you're blowing out hundreds of birthday candles. With that exhale, you are feeling the corset muscle tightening around your belly. It's like your hips have magnets on them, and like right here, they're getting pulled together. So that ab muscle is really tightening up and your ribs contract down. Also on the inhale, your pelvic floor is relaxing. And on the exhale, your pelvic floor is coming up and in. All 4 points. Now I know I'm telling you a lot of stuff to do while you're doing this move, but when you think about doing that breathing with the move, it makes it so much more effective And then every move that you do is like an ab exercise as well. And it rebuilds your core strength, which is the most critical piece, especially if you're postpartum. And again, this is something I'm showing you body weight, because if you are, getting back to movement postpartum, you really need to be gentle with your body. But if you are somebody that feels ready and you want to, you can absolutely grab some weights for this. You can hold dumbbells, you could hold water bottles, you could hold soup cans, and just add even more resistance. But the idea is, if you have no weights, you do more repetitions, which is what I'm doing now. The heavier the weights are, the less repetitions you would be doing. Okay, amazing. We'll do 2 more. So it's inhale down, exhale up audibly. Inhale, and last one. Awesome. Now we're gonna go into bicep curls. And again, this is a move that you may know. The idea with the way that I do things is it's very slow and intentional. And you're really thinking about pairing the breath with your movement. So for this one, it's inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. You can be alternating. That's one way. You can also do both arms at the same time. This way would be slightly more challenging because your arms are not getting a break. Again, here you can add water bottles, soup cans, weights, dumbbells if you have them. And the idea again is it's slow and controlled. I have my elbows locked to my sides here. And again, if you're somebody that really has not done a lot of movement at all, doing body weight movements like this is absolutely okay. And it's a great way to get started. Don't let not having equipment be a barrier to doing anything. It's amazing to show up and do this. If this is what you can do today, amazing, and I'm proud of you. Okay, 5 more. 5. Keep doing your breathing. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, if you were alternating, that's amazing too. You do whatever works for you today. Next, we're gonna go into goalpost arms. So I have 90 degrees at my elbows. You can keep your hands, palms open like this, and just press up. So it's inhale down, exhale up. And again, that breathing is throughout. Every move, the breathing is the same. So it's a big inhale, expand your ribs in all directions, forward, sides, and back, pelvic floor relaxes. On the exhale, the pelvic floor is up and in, as if there's a tissue on the floor, and the 4 points of your pelvic floor are scooping it up into your body. And on the exhale, you feel that corset muscle tightening around your abs and your ribs are contracting down. Inhale, exhale. And with this move, you want to think about fully extending your arms. Again, another move that's amazing body weight. You can also add weights. You can add dumbbells, water bottles, soup cans, whatever works for you today is amazing. I'm so proud of you for showing up and getting moving with me today. And this is a workout that you can do a few times a week if you're really trying to work on your arm strength, toning. All right, we're gonna do 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last working move, and then we're gonna do a stretch. This is a triceps move, so we're gonna put our arms up. You can clasp, I'm a little out of frame, so let me show you. You can clasp your hands together however feels comfortable. This is another one you could also hold a dumbbell as well. And so your biceps are kind of glued to your ears here, and you're gonna drop your hands back and then press up. I'm gonna rotate around so you can see what's happening here. But the idea is you keep your biceps glued to your ears, your hands drop down, and then as you press up, you think about squeezing your tricep, which is this muscle. And this one, it's an inhale down, expand in all directions, exhale up. Slow and controlled. And again, you can add a weight. Maybe I have a weight right here. I'm gonna just show you an example. So you can hold the weight like this. And again, so it's drop it down and then press up. And if you're doing body weight, amazing. If you're adding a water bottle, amazing. And again, the breathing is key. So that breathing, you want to do it throughout these moves, and you always want to pair it. So the inhale is the less working part of the move, and the exhale is the more challenging part. So for this one, the recovery is down, and then you exhale on the up because that is the exertional part. So you always want to pair the exhale with the exertional part of the movement. We're going to do 5 more. 5, 4, keep breathing. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 1. Awesome. We're going to do a few stretches here. So we're going to start with taking our arm across our body. So I have my right arm, I have my left forearm in front of my elbow, and my hands are just relaxed. And this should get a stretch across your right shoulder area. And again, you really want to keep focusing on that deep breathing. So the 360 breathing, think about sending your breath to the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons that you're stretching. I used to think that was really silly. I didn't think it actually worked. And so I refused to try it. Man, was I wrong. And I regret that. So I don't want that for you. So I want you to try what I'm saying so you can get the benefit of it much sooner than I did. I'm going to explain more. We're going to hold this for a few more seconds and then I'll explain that. And your stretches you can hold for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, whatever feels good for you that day. When I release it, I like to do like a little bit of this swinging just to kind of like get the blood flowing. And then I'm switching arms. So now I have my left arm coming across. So breathing into the area that you're stretching. So on the inhale, I think about sending the breath. So for this one, I'm thinking about sending the breath to this part of my shoulder. And on the exhale, I think about, again, like the breath is coming out of that area. And when I do that, it allows me to really sink into the stretch even more. And there is actually like a neural brain situation where your muscles lengthen further when you're doing that nice deep breathing. Awesome. Okay, now we are going to do a few shoulder rolls backwards. This is a little bit more of a dynamic type of move, obviously, because we're moving. I usually will do like 10 or so, and then we're gonna switch directions. So then go forward. Awesome. I'm so proud of you for taking the time to do this today, to show up and get moving with me. Now I'm taking my right arm behind my head. I have done this one before. This is one of my favorites. Let me turn around so I can show you. So my hand is between my shoulder blades here. And you can add to this by doing a side bend, just like that. And you don't have to add the side bend if you don't want to. If you want to and it feels good, awesome. You do what works for you today. And sometimes I even go in and out of it. Like I'll do some breaths and then I go back in. And this one, you just want to make sure you're keeping your elbow back behind your head. Okay, and then switch sides. So now I have my left. And again, my hand is between my shoulder blades. I have my elbow is up straight. And just thinking about sending that breath. And I'm going to do a side bend here. So you definitely want to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss videos. If you are looking for a way to get moving without judgment, you want to feel safe with modifications. You want to build in a safe and doable way. absolutely you want to subscribe. That is what all these videos are about, and how to fit it in as, you know, a really busy mom that has a lot going on. So definitely subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a video. Awesome. Okay. And, you know, imagine if in 5 to 10 minutes a day, and you can split it up. Like I said, it can be minutes, pockets here and there. But imagine if in those few minutes a day, you're able to be consistent and you start to feel more confident with yourself. You feel like you are wrangling more energy to take care of your kids. You feel vibrant and you feel like yourself again. In that postpartum haze, you start to find yourself and you feel strong and confident. And you can do that in a few minutes a day. It doesn't have to be 30, 45 minutes. It doesn't have to mean lots of equipment or figuring out how to get to the gym. It doesn't even have to mean that it happens during nap time. It can be quick and doable, and you can still get amazing physical and mental results. So as an example, with this type of workout, you're working on toning your arms, but really it's all about that feeling better process, because that is what I want for you. It is here for you. Like I said, subscribe. You guys have got this. All right, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.